Every evening when the sun goes down, get with my party and I begin to clown. I don't care what the people are thinking. I'm not drunk, I'm just a drinker. I set 'em up, another round. I set 'em up, another round. I set 'em up, another round. One more round won't get me down.
What time's the Midlands National?
Will you shut up?
Hello and welcome to Drinking with Fear. That's a tremendous start. I think it's about 3 o'clock, Saunders, but the Midlands National, which will be long gone by the time anyone hears that. Welcome to Drinking with Fear. Now, my name is The Fear, and I am drinking with Mr. Ben Roper,
Heyo.
Mr. Adam
Okay.
Saunders,
Hello.
Mr. Wayne Miller,
Good afternoon.
and of course myself. I suppose really the headline of this episode is that 2 of the 4 are hanging out of their arses.
Not me.
Not you, and not you, Wayne. Saundo, on a 1 to 10 basis, 10 being you feel absolutely fine, and 1 is probably how you look.
Can I base it on the smell because he's sitting next to me?
Yeah, go on then. How do you feel right now?
About -5.
-5, tremendous. I'm a good 5/6, but I think it's the KFC burst that I've just had. You know what I mean? So just so I've got that.
I'm just throwing the Ginsters down my neck.
Oh, my
Tesco car park.
I think that when you I think give it an hour and it will drop dramatically for me. It'll be down to about a 3 or something. Mainly because you've been in the pub all day yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And I was at Cheltenham all day yesterday, and we just got completely clattered, spending money, drinking beer, and having a really good time.
I was drinking gin by 4 o'clock.
Oh,
I'd heard.
About 4.
4 o'clock gin.
Was that one of the horses that was running?
A lot of horses I ran looked like they actually had been drinking gin. But so 4 of us are back. Ben, hello.
I'm not dead.
He's alive!
I'm not dead. Well, yeah, you cheered last time, saying it's going to be the best episode ever. Let's clear a couple of things up. 1, smell. You all kind of agreed that my smell was terrible. I took that quite personally. Your face, I'm gifted with that. I can't do anything about it. Voice, can't do anything about that. Personality, kind of given to me a little bit. Smell? I don't smell that bad, do I?
Did I say that?
Yes.
I don't know.
I think that was
did.
Saunders, actually.
Yeah, I think it was
both of you, actually. I think it was Pete that started it, and someone said yes, the smell.
Oh, well, okay. Well, I don't listen back to this podcast. I've got better things to do with my time. But so you're not dead unless you are someone who looks like Ben.
Apparently I look like Russell Brand.
Saunders, see if you can peel his face off.
Yes.
No.
Mission Impossible
Have you
style.
told that? It's either that or Russell Grant. One of the two.
I think it's more accurate.
Russell Grant, he's the astrologist.
Yeah, the fat bloke that looks like Bully.
He
from, Bullseye.
Looks like Ben Roper.
The best story with him is in the 90s with Dennis Pennis, and Dennis Pennis goes up to Russell Grant and goes, he goes, "Is it true that you can read palms?" And Russell Grant goes, "Yes, my boy, yes, of course I can." He goes, "Read this." Opens his palm. It says, "Fuck off, you fat cunt." Written on his hand.
Oh, I love Dennis Pennis.
Yeah, I like Dennis Pennis as well, but that's my favourite Dennis Pennis. What he did. God.
That's really tickled.
It is. And any time someone mentions like Russell Grant, which never happens now because no one really knows who he is, but I think whether he works for the Star still or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, Russell Grant.
I don't think he's dead.
He could well be. I don't think he is.
No, I think he is.
Nah,
I
we'd
think
have
he
heard
died
about it.
Years ago.
Do you think he knew when it was going to happen?
Ooh, saw it coming.
Did you see that train coming, did he?
No.
So we're quite delicate at the moment. I do actually have to work later on at the time of recording. So I
You're
am.
going to have like 4 or 5.
Yeah, again, the problem is though, if I had like 1 or 2, it would then, for a start, I don't drink on the day that I work, but also because I'm okay to drive, but if I had 1 or 2, it'd be...
Would it top you up a little bit?
Yeah.
So is this episode not drinking with fear?
No, you
We're
are
still
drinking.
I'm still drinking.
Yeah.
That's true.
I've
We
got
are
that.
drinking,
And you're
with fear. But, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not. And everyone's gone for a real kind of. It's got that kind of feel because we are not giving away any secrets. It's middle of the afternoon on a Saturday. You know, so the football's not started. The racing's kind of just got underway. There's people with things to do, places to go, and drinking normally takes place later. And we normally do record towards the evening time, so we can have a beer in that. Obviously, when we do this, so everyone's kind of gone middle of the road Foster's theme.
Yeah, that's just primers.
Cause.
Primus, very
Yeah.
nice.
No
yeah.
gravity.
No, this is the undercoat.
I'm back on the cause.
You're on the cause,
Yeah.
which is your Foster's, I think.
Yes.
I think it,
Indeed.
it is your Foster's.
You were always a Carlsberg man.
I used to be a Carlsberg. You can't get crates of Carlsberg from anywhere anymore.
You
Don't you?
can.
I never see them anywhere.
No, because places have
Lidl.
they
I
have
went
gone
to
up
Lidl for
market.
lunch the other day next to work, and they had loads of Carlsberg crates.
I don't go to Lidl.
So if you had Coors or Carlsberg in the shop, would you still go for the
Carlsberg.
Carlsberg?
Carlsberg every time.
As we discussed, I think it was actually episode 1.
Possibly.
Possibly.
I think because I think you brought Carlsberg episode 1, and I made
Even when we
my.
actually used to talk about beer.
That's true. I made my case very clear that it tastes like cat piss. So I don't really like Carlsberg
enough.
at all.
Just for clarity, Russell Grant is very much still alive and kicking.
Oh,
Good.
sorry, Russell.
And coming out with statements like,
Get well soon.
I could have stopped the Brexit tsunami.
Oh really? Yes. Well, he should have.
Is
He should have
Mystic
told
Meg
us all.
still alive?
I'll have a look. Septic peg, wasn't it?
Septic peg. Hang on, Russell Grant. I'm gonna say 68.
Stone.
Yes,
Roughly. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
68.
59.
Really?
He's
I
had,
would vote
he's
for
had a
that,
tough
would I?
life, hasn't he?
Jesus Christ. Well,
Diabetes will do that to you.
yeah. There was one thing that I saw this week.
Just the one.
Yeah. Apparently, time travel is now
Possible.
possible.
Yes, I saw that.
Did you see
Yes.
that?
Is
It's
it?
quite,
Yes.
Kind of.
Scientists in Russia, breaking news. Scientists, unless you're listening to this and going, well, I knew about this already because I've travelled from the future back
It
here.
can't be possible.
Yes, they managed to move atoms or neutron, whatever, atoms we'll go with. They've managed to move them from A to B, and then through a process of magnets and flux capacitor or whatever, the atoms have gone back to the position of A. So they've actually gone back without being forced there. They've done it
the way
in terms of time travel.
I read about it, and they gave an example is like, let's say you've got like a snooker table, and you break your shot, and they all scatter,
Okay.
and then they press a button.
I feel this is being aimed at me.
Well, you're the one that said you've not heard about it,
Right.
So they press
That's
a
a lovely
button,
sound, this.
and then they all go back to their triangle, and that's it. With like,
How is that going back in time?
Being dumbed down to Ben level, is this?
Right. So
because
if Jenny has 2 apples.
it was something about them actually breaking the laws of like thermodynamics.
So
Yeah.
is this going backwards or going forwards in time?
They slowed down time, didn't they?
Yeah.
Which means theoretically you could then push out further.
Yeah, so essentially, as he said, once you've broken from the break in pool, by this process, they've all gone back to the triangle without actually pushing them or doing something to actually force them to do that.
Okay, so with the beauty of time travel,
Yes.
if in the future that becomes possible, we'd know about it now as somebody would have travelled back in time.
Well, many people
would I-
claim to have done so, of
Yeah.
course.
And they might be all.
And they might be actually correct.
But also,
Maybe it only works with pool tables.
yeah, and also, I always thought that maybe you could only go forwards in time. So maybe they can work it in terms of atoms and shit. But when it comes to like a full person, maybe in the future they actually work out that you can only go forwards, never back. You can never return.
I wouldn't want to do that.
If you had the choice right now, and granted myself and Saunders are in delicate states, so we'll probably say yes. If you could go forward in time, A, would you, on the premise that you can't come back? B, if it's a yes, how far into the future? And C, we'll move on to the next person.
Well, no. Just no. You've only got a finite amount of time on this planet, so going
Yeah,
forward.
but don't you want to do it like in
quicker?
like 100
You
years?
just want to hurry up to death.
Yeah, but you travel
That's what I'm
100
saying.
years into the future, and you're
Everybody
still
know
the
we'll
same
be
age
dead.
you are now. Yeah, but it'd be cool to see what's happened 100 years in the future, right?
It would be cool, but I'd still like to nip back and crack on with the rest of
Yeah,
it.
but if
I still
I-
would like to know if Spurs have moved into their new stadium again. But that'd be quite
European
interesting.
Hang on, we've just got a time traveller coming from the past. Hang on, he's just appearing Star Trek style over there, and it's a no. Ben.
Okay, fair enough.
It's a no. I agree. It's going to be the answer's no, but if you got to the point where you went, fuck it, why not? How far would you? Okay, you have been chosen specifically for this, and you can't say no, so you have to go forward into the future. You are representing Britain in this groundbreaking scientific. You've won the draw.
But how are you going to tell people, though? You're going to go forward in time, and then how are they going to know if it was successful? Because you can't go back.
Send them a text.
Would that work? Could you text
that's
go
the
back
thing.
in time?
No, but that's the thing. You can't. You don't know.
So how do they know?
How do they know whether it's worked?
Yeah,
Well,
they
does
could
it
just be,
matter
you
if
could just
they
be
know?
killing people.
No.
And say, well, it's fine. It's just gone 100 years into the future.
Do you know how they know?
No, I don't. That's what I'm asking.
They have to wait until the time that you advance to, so
I'll
then
say
you
if
can
you
see.
could say just a week.
So
Yeah.
they then got to wait 100 years. It's like Doctor Who, this, isn't
If it's
it?
only a week, you could have just been asleep upstairs or something.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, the world's meant to be a bit shit in about 100 years, though, isn't it? You see all these pictures of like a brown planet covered with plastic and stuff. Why would I want to go there?
See if it's all a lie.
I hope it is a lie.
I don't think I'll be allowed to find out, so I'm not too asked.
mate, no. You got about a week left. You have to say to you.
I'll settle with it at the end of the day.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's you could go forward 100 years, you could go forward 50 years, but it depends because obviously movies are real, and some of the futures aren't really very good. You look at Back to the Future, wasn't great.
No.
You look at Demolition Man.
No, that wasn't great. It's
wasn't
sex via some
Fishes.
mind thing, wasn't it?
Was it the fishes?
It was fishes, yeah.
Yeah.
Fishes?
Or was that the toilet?
That was the shells.
The shells. Yeah, the
I don't
fishes.
even know what's going on right now.
Well, if you are going to the future, Saunders, you need to realise the shells are what people are going to use to go for a piss or whatever. You never seen Demolition Man?
No.
It's
Okay.
3 shells.
It's a 3 shells.
Really good film.
Yeah.
Sandra Bullock looked amazing in that.
Yeah. She's got a weird face.
Well, you're Wesley
She has a
Snipes
weird
kind of
face
person,
now.
aren't you?
She didn't have a weird face then. Maybe
Yeah,
a bit of a weird face now.
yeah,
Weirder now.
No, she was lovely back then.
she's got like a granite jaw.
Mm.
She could play a boxer.
Great tits, though.
Yeah, I suppose. It's a bit like what's her face from Jamie Lee Curtis.
I've never been a fan.
No, exactly.
Even when she did that
I
dance
like
in
Jamie
True
Lee
Lies.
Curtis. She's not fanciable.
No, that's the thing. She's really good. I mean, True Lies.
She's royalty, isn't she?
She's what?
She's royalty. She's a baroness of somewhere.
Did you say royaltid?
No.
Royalty.
I thought you
She's
said
Being a
royalty.
baroness doesn't make you royalty, by the way.
Well, she's a part of the upper class people.
toffs.
Yeah.
Snobs.
Well, she has. I can't think what the word is now. When you're a lord or a lady or
Champagne
Or
socialist.
if you're a baron, you're married to a lord.
yeah, and she is.
Oh.
It was
Is
also
actually
it was also
baron
the guy
means
that was in
female
Spinal
version
Tap.
of?
Baron who?
The guy
Baroness,
the
or
guy
whatever.
that took his to 11 in Spinal Tap. He's a lord, part of the aristocracy.
Oh,
There you go. He's a lord. She's married to him. And yeah,
Oh, right, I didn't know that. I thought she was married
There you
to Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You are now thinking about the movie True Lies.
Yes, exactly. But no, but she was hot in that, but not in her face.
she went
Great
hard.
tits.
She had one of them faces that she looked like she was in her late 40s always.
Yeah,
Yes.
even like back in like
Even Halloween.
Do you do you get what I mean?
Exactly.
Did you see the recent Halloween?
No.
The where she's in as a same character set today rather than back. No, I didn't see either.
Okay. No.
That's
So
an
anyway,
interesting
so
conversation.
well, no, whatever.
Right.
Fuck it. But yeah, so we're time travels. I would personally, I would do the straightforward 100.
Right.
100
because-
years.
Why?
Why? Because 10 years is there's not going to be an awful lot change, probably.
I think there might be.
I tend
no.
to disagree.
Only go back 20 years ago, we didn't have the internet.
Well, 30 years ago, it had its birthday on
Yeah, it
Wednesday.
did, but I personally didn't. I remember being in my last days of school and hardly anybody having a mobile phone. I've not
I had
really gone
the
on.
internet in my bedroom in 1996.
YouTube wasn't there. Google. and all
True,
that
Yes,
true.
it
business.
is. Yes, it was
No,
Google.
no, they weren't.
What I'm
They
saying
were
is
very
that,
well
though,
hidden.
If you advance, if you were forwarded to today, and they said, oh, by the way, this is a phone that you can works anywhere, like a mobile phone. Oh, I am.
More away you go,
the big
we stood to the W.
Yeah, exactly. You can, you know what it is. You know what the phone is, and you know what the internet, or you can comprehend what
It'll
it
be
is.
like weird shit, but not that weird.
Exactly.
Teleportation.
But this is what I'm talking about. 100 years time. So that's the 10 years, like 20 years. You never. But 100 years, who the
You might have like flying
fuck
cars
knows?
and shit.
The machines will have taken over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like Terminator.
Again, look at the advancement in the last 100 years. You get someone from 1919 now, they won't have a fucking clue what a computer is, a mobile phone is. They will know obviously the word phone, but it would be really, really fucked up. The world would be pretty fucked up to them. That's what I want. If I've warred 100 years, I want it to be fucked. I want something that I wouldn't even comprehend. What the?
It's
bollocks?
going to be shit.
A bit like Futurama. Is what you have.
Yeah, you'd be
Exactly.
Except it'd be full of feminism and people being PC correct and all this business.
No, I think it'll be the other way around.
Wonderful to me.
The feminists will have taken over, and it will now be the norm.
We mentioned it's not
hope
going to be like Demolition Man at all. Futurama. That's the that's the link that I need. That's the
Hot one-eyed girls.
sign me up. So time travel is real. Breaking news.
Yeah,
Anyway,
so.
so obviously you heard the show last time, Ben. There's been obviously be quite wrong of us to not inquire whether there's been any repercussions about possibly us referring to your significant other
Oh, not
as
at all.
a
She
murderer.
loved it. She's like practically famous.
Was there at least an attempted murder?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, there was.
But by
her. As I was lying asleep one night, and apparently I'd started to... It wasn't even snoring. Apparently I was making a high-pitched whistle through my nose. So as I was sleeping, to try and get...
Smother you.
She kind of clasped my nostrils together to try and get rid of this annoying whistle. And
With a clamp?
I woke up as I'd run out of breath in a bit of a panic, really.
With a dog clip.
No, just the fingers. Just the fingers. But,
masking tape.
yeah. It was quite weird listening back, not being part of it.
Really?
It was, yeah. It was,
Cellophane.
the only way I could...
Was it more or less enjoyable?
The only way I could describe
For us.
Yeah.
is...
Smell better in it.
Do you know... The only way I can describe it is, do you know when you've been in a relationship and then it breaks... Probably, I'll just aim this at you, Wayne. Do you know when you've been in a relationship...
Wow.
My ears are just bleeding now.
So, Wayne, do you know when you've been in a relationship and then you break up out of that relationship and it's quite mute, it's a nice breakup, but then you see them with somebody else afterwards.
Yeah.
And it was quite nice. It's all right, but that used to be me.
Yeah.
It was kind of like that sort of feeling. But then we've made up now, and I'm back, and we're trying again.
But the thing is, though,
it's not the same, is it?
the other person,
It will never be the same.
the other person though was
Bless him, he was ever so shy, wasn't he?
who is listening right now? Wayne too. We had many correspondents referring to Wayne too, saying like what a really nice chap.
Very nice chap.
Lovely.
He's good for one-liners, isn't he?
Lovely.
It was a very good first attempt.
Yes,
bless him.
lovely soothing voice.
I'm sure he'll be back on soon.
Yes, lovely soothing voice. But too opinionated. That was the opinion of
Too opinionated?
Yeah.
He said like 4 things. How can he be opinionated?
Well,
He said mofo.
Does
Does anyone want a napkin? I've gone to.
I don't remember that.
I've gone to the pictures,
Pictures.
and then thank you when you mentioned being sucked off by an old man. I think that was it.
The thing is, Ben texts me afterwards after he listened to the previous episode and says, "I'm going to text you everything that Wayne 2 said." And I was, oh my god, this is going to be... and just as I finished my thought, the text came through.
It was 10 words, I think.
No, I thought it was fine. I thought
No,
it
he
was
did very
really
well.
good.
He did very well. And I listened back and he said a little bit. He mentioned Ali a few times, and
Yeah.
did I think. But then, apart from that,
He
but very, very good first attempt, Wayne.
he is our biggest fan,
He is. He's lovely.
and he knows
He's
it. Yes,
lovely.
no, yeah, he's
Broke my leg, but he's lovely.
tip top, and I can't wait for Wayne 2 to be part of the new Drinking with Fear studio setup, because we are close. We are close fans of the podcast too. We mentioned before about how we're going to, forward the podcast as much as in its current state. It is absolutely perfect and amazing. But we're going to try and forward it on. And the Drinking with Fear studio is very close to being completed. In a few weeks' time, just wait for one more thing.
Weeks? What are we playing at?
What, in terms of release of episode?
Oh, fair enough.
And we've got to wait for one more thing to arrive from like China or whatever. So just got to wait for the 10-year-old kids to make it first, and then it'll be sent over. So get cracking, for God's sake, pull your finger out. And
you ordered 10-year-old kids over the internet again, Pete? 'Cause-
no, you tart. They're making the.
He
Oh,
has.
God.
He has.
That's what I took from it.
It's not okay.
It's one of the things where you want to hear what you want to hear. So so you and Wayne, dirty bastards. And then when it gets created, obviously it's going to be fantastic. It's going to sound great, and it's going to look great. It's going to be great for us, but also it's going to be recorded, so you'll be able to see us make this shit. A superb sound. You're going to see us make the show, which will be great. It's going to be recorded, so you can see what an absolute clusterfuck that we are. I'm looking forward to it. What do you reckon it's going to be when it's being recorded, as in visually, not just?
If the cameras are aimed at you,
Yes.
not great.
Yeah, that's not the best start.
It'd just be like a radio version of Embarrassing Bodies, wouldn't it?
Well, indeed. Are we all going to have to start wearing clothes?
Yes. Well, we've told Ben before. I mean, obviously Ben
Not doing it.
Ben kind of gets away with it, looking like Russell Brand and that, or Russell Grant, should I say? But the one thing that doesn't come through on is smell. So
Okay, there we go. Yeah. Still hurt by that.
we would have to put some kind of like after effects of like green odor.
Oh, okay, the stink lines, flies around me and all that business.
Well, Linus, wasn't it, on Snoopy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we play
you are
cock or
Linus.
ball? Or would like YouTube get us?
sorry,
I don't know what this game
You've
is
never played
about.
cock or ball?
No.
You just
You
stand
look
up.
at me like I'm a weirdo.
Wait. Cock or ball, Wayne Miller. Explain.
You just stand up, you open your fly a little bit, you pull out a little bit of skin, and people have to guess if it's cock or ball.
Who have you played this with? Is this like a family Christmas?
Yes, it's a family game.
Charades.
Yeah,
Was this like a Sunday school thing?
it might have been.
Go on. Yeah, it's like boarding school, weird, fucked up sort of life that
Can't
you would
believe you
have
never play
had.
cock or ball.
No.
Sitting around eating Christmas dinner with your family.
Mention it to Ali when
your
you
dad
see her
says,
later.
"Do you know what, Wayne?
Yeah.
So let's play cock or ball." What's that, Daddy?
Mention it to his missus. I've got a game for the kids tonight.
I mean,
Saturday night.
it could actually be, a game that Wayne would play with his family, because I've actually had, the show's had correspondence from the Miller clan.
Indeed.
Oh, you've seen it already?
Oh, I like that. Somebody who was called Miller commented on Facebook saying that I was their favourite one in the show. So thank you very much, whoever that was.
Who is that likely to be?
Well, I don't know.
It was
'cause I've not seen
it was a double barrel surname with Miller
okay.
something.
It was an urban dictionary, urban term.
Urban term.
Urban term. I like that better, actually. Should we use urban term?
Yeah, go for it.
So our own urban terms from a few weeks back. Listen to the urban terms, but it's the she sent this through saying, Pete, you obviously are the best one on the show. You and Ben absolutely carry Wayne, and you do it. Wait! I'm reading out this stuff.
Don't so rude.
This is a listener. You and Ben really do carry Wayne throughout the show, and you do really, really well. And when Saunders is there, he helps as well, and it just helps drown out Wayne's really boring voice, which I've had to put up for all these years. Anyway, big fan of the show. Long time listener, first time texter, but Cincinnati switcheroo is the term.
Oh, so it was going somewhere in the end.
Yes.
I thought you were making this up.
No.
Oh, this is
Wow.
I told you.
Can we name who suggested this?
No, I think we'll do the Cincinnati switcheroo first. Not we'll do it, but what was the?
So do you know what a Cincinnati switcheroo is?
Yeah, of course. That's why I'm playing this game. I've got the answer on my phone.
Okay.
Sounds like something out of Lucky Number 11, doesn't it? That sort of.
Can we have some sort of clue?
Should have got to guess first. But we'll have
Great name.
Yeah, you got to guess. I've got to read it
Cincinnati
first, actually.
Switcheroo.
Is it perverse in nature?
I'm going with Saunders. Saunders won this, so you should be the first person to.
I
Go
cheated
for it.
so hard on that, and none of you realised.
Eh?
You what? Sorry.
Carry on.
We'll have to listen back to that.
We will, yeah. So
Saunders
claimed on his victory that you cheated,
Well, kind of.
and the fact that you told him as well.
I forgot. I was very
you
drunk.
got that drunk that you told him about me and the dog, and then with that shocked afterwards that he knew about it.
I genuinely couldn't remember telling him. I couldn't remember seeing him.
That wasn't one of my finest hours of my life, by the way. Hiding the fact that I already knew.
He did very well.
Thank you. Anyway, the Cincinnati switcheroo. Ben.
I'm going.
Okay. You
for
can ask
Is
one
it rude?
question.
No.
each.
I'm going for it.
You can ask one question, or do you want to ask a question or not?
No, I'm going straight forward.
Well, no, you can all ask one question. So you've turned down your question.
Yeah.
Saunders, you can ask one question regarding the Cincinnati switcheroo.
Is it perverse?
Yes. Wayne.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm going to take my guess.
Ben Roper.
I'm going for when you're seeing identical twins in a ratio, but they don't know they're doing it, and you kind of just switch them over every now and then just to have a go on them.
What?
Yeah.
Terrible.
So you're what?
It sounds
Say
quite.
it again.
So I'm saying it's like in a relationship with identical twins, and you're just switching the two over in between.
Right.
Weird.
Okay.
These identical twins that tend to be quite close because they're identical twins. You know, twins, very close people.
But you're the brother, so they don't want each other to know.
Okay.
It's kind of
So it's incestual.
or perverse, as people would say.
No, not.
And he
Oh,
said-
so I thought you meant like you're going out with a girl who's got an identical twin, and you pretend that your girlfriend is that.
Is it right or wrong, Pete? Just
Okay, no, it's wrong. But
there we go. Moving on then.
like it happened to Phoebe in Friends. If anyone, anyway, carry on.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. With what was her surname?
Ursula.
Ursula was not surname.
Wasn't
Anyway,
surname, no.
you know, carry on.
Buffet.
Yeah.
So I think a Cincinnati switch is where when a man and a woman love each other very much,
Of course.
and have got bored of loving each other normally, it's where the woman buggers the man up the arse.
Oh,
Pegging
that's a great.
is the term.
Wow.
Don't want to know why you know that.
You're so quick with it as well, aren't you?
See when when you mentioned the other week, you said pegging out Sundays. I thought it was meant you were doing the washing.
Just been pegging out in the garden.
Nothing wrong with a bit of pegging.
There is. There's nothing wrong with it.
So the Rolf Harris song "Jake the Peg."
Well, we now know about it.
Yeah,
don't we?
of course.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Wayne,
My guess. Okay, I'm still kind of formulating it, but I'm going to go with
well,
what?
do you want to know who sent it?
Okay,
You tried to then look down at what it meant, but there you
I
go.
did.
For the
but I
benefit
missed
of
it.
Ben and I
Yeah,
and the listeners,
who
who
was
is that?
it?
It was my sister,
Yes.
Okay.
which I'm very disappointed with her. But okay, Cincinnati switcheroo is, let's say you go for a quite a large night in a nightclub, and you pull, and you take them home, and you think this is a particularly attractive girl, but she may have slightly larger hands than you're accustomed to. And the switcheroo is when you get them naked and they actually have a penis, but she's not bad looking anyway, so you carry on.
Okay.
Okay, but what do you think the Cincinnati switcheroo is, though? Like, rather than
Pete,
what happened last week.
who got closest? Was it me?
No, you were way off. Saunders
What did
was
Saunders say again?
the pegging,
Pegging,
and you.
You're that blasé about it, you've forgotten what you just said.
None of you really. The Cincinnati switcheroo is before. This is the exact term. I'm reading it. So
Okay.
and you can tell obviously it's American.
Is there a quote at the end that you could put it in?
Yes.
Okay.
Before doing a chick, you fish one of your roommate's used condoms out of the trash,
Can't believe I didn't get it.
turn it inside out, put it on, and when the chick gets pregnant, you say, "It ain't mine." In a sentence.
Yeah.
Janice's
My
thoughts.
sister, everybody.
Janice thought I got her pregnant during a one-night stand, but it's probably my roommates because I gave her the old Cincinnati switcheroo.
That's brilliant.
That message was sponsored by Wayne's Family.
I might try that.
Please don't ever.
Okay.
Whose roommate's condom
I don't
would you
know.
use?
The kids aren't there, so hopefully they're not going to have condoms in there.
Well, you're thinking of using a kid's
dark
condom.
hole here now.
No,
dark
not going to do
hole.
that.
No, it's not.
Moving on.
It's not a dark hole. That's Wayne with his pegging.
I'd like to pet you before I go. I'll be back tomorrow night so we can drink some more. I don't care what the people are thinking. I'm not drunk, I'm just a drinking. I said more, another round. I said more, another round. I said more, another round. One more round, get me down. Another round.